Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Professor Mandeep from Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar. Today we are going to talk on the module 5-year plans in India from the paper Business Environment. After completing this module, you will be able to understand different features of 5-year plans in India, the objectives of the 5-year plans in India, and the various 5-year plans formulated in India till now. India is the first economy in the world to have chosen the path of planning for its growth and development. Since independence, a program of 5-year plans has been launched in India in order to ensure the rapid growth and development of the economy. The 5-year plans are formulated by the Planning Commission in India, which was set up in 1950. The Prime Minister is the chairman of Planning Commission in India. Since 2014, the Planning Commission has been replaced by the new institution named NITI NITI, that is National Institution for Transforming India, Ayog. Now we shall discuss the features of 5-year plans in India. Planning in India is democratic. It is decentralized. It belongs to central planning and regulatory authority. There is a coexistence of central as well as state plan, coexistence of public sector and private sector plan. Plan period is fixed, that is the 5-year. Fixed priorities are given in every plan, and there are specific objectives for the various plans. Students, let's move now to the various objectives of 5-year plans in India. Now, the common objectives of 5-year plans in India are economic growth and development, removal of poverty, generation of employment, self-sufficiency and self-reliance, balanced regional growth, modernization, and price control. Let's talk about first 5-year plan, which started in the year 1951 and was up to year 1956. This plan was based on Harrod-Domar model. The focus of the first plan was on food self-sufficiency, price control, power and transport. Moreover, community development program was started under the plan in the year 1952. Major dam projects such as Bhakhra Nangal, Hirakund and Meteor were initiated during this plan only. 5 IITs, that is Indian Institutes of Technology, were also established by the end of this plan. The target growth rate during the first plan was expected to be 2.1%, while the actual growth rate was 3.6%. The agricultural production during this plan period increased manifolds. Reason, the stress was on food self-sufficiency. Second plan started in 1956 and ended in 1961. This plan is also known as Mahalanobis Plan. The primary focus of this plan was the speedy industrialization. So the first plan focused on agriculture, while the second plan focused on industrialization. The target growth rate during this period was 4.5% and the actual growth rate was 4.27%. 5 major hydroelectric power projects and steel plants at Bhilai, Durgapur and Rourkela were set up during this plan period. Third 5-year plan, the period was 1961 to 1966. The plan again focused on growth of industry as well as agriculture, and the aim was to make India a self-reliant and self-generating economy. Though the plan was not able to achieve its target due to unexpected situations like Chinese aggression, Indo-Pak War and bad monsoon, the target growth rate was 5.6%, but the actual growth rate was only 2.4% due to the reasons mentioned above. 3 yearly plans known as rolling plans. After the third 5-year plan, there were three annual plans from 1966 to 1969. The emphasis of the three annual plans was on the agricultural basically. The shortage of food and agriculture crisis led to the formulation of the new agricultural strategy. The strategy focused upon the need for the high-yielding variety of seeds, use of fertilizers, better irrigation facilities, and conservation of soil in order to improve the agricultural productivity. Fourth plan, from the year 1969 to 1974. This plan aimed at growth with stability and progressive achievement of self-reliance. Green Revolution advanced agricultural production in India during this plan. Another major achievement was the nationalization of banks. So 14 major banks in India were nationalized during this plan. The target growth rate for the period was 5.6%, while the actual growth rate was 3.3%. Fifth plan, the period 1974 to 1979. The major focus of this plan was poverty alleviation and attainment of self-reliance in agriculture as well as defense. Minimum needs program was initiated during this 5-year plan. The plan was terminated in the 4th year only by the Janata Party because of the change in the government. The target growth rate was 4.4%, while the actual growth rate was only 5%. Then comes the 6th 5-year plan, 1980 to 1985. The emphasis of this plan was again on agriculture as well as on infrastructure development. Economic liberalization started during this 5-year plan. The target growth rate was 5.2%, while the actual growth rate was 5.4%. 7th 5-year plan started in 1985 and ended in 1990. The main stress in this 5-year plan was the growth in agricultural production, economic productivity, and employment generation. During this plan, the India recorded 6% growth rate, though the targeted growth rate was 5% only. 8th 5-year plan, 1992 to 1997. The focus of this 5-year plan was to generate more employment, improve agricultural productivity, check population growth, strengthen infrastructure, and to alleviate poverty. Annual average growth during this time period was 6.8% as against the targeted 5.6%. Ninth plan period was from 1997 to 2002. The major emphasis in the ninth plan was on improving the quality of life of people, social justice and equity, and remove the inequalities which were still widespread in the society. So taking into consideration these points, the objectives laid down in the plan were control over the population, generating employment opportunities, alleviation of poverty, proper availability of food and water for the poor, providing basic healthcare facilities, primary education for all the children in the country, empowering the socially deprived classes, increasing the self-sufficiency in the agriculture, and attaining stability in the prices. So in order to meet such objectives in the ninth plan, certain strategies were formulated by the government. Structural changes took place in Indian economy, optimum utilization of the scarce resources, coexistence of public and private sector in order to increase the employment opportunities, increase in the rate of export to attain self-sufficiency, promoting infrastructure development such as electricity, telecommunication, railways, etc., and equal participation of Panchayati Raj institutions and bodies in the development process of the country. Then comes the 10th 5-year plan, the period from 2002 to 2007, 21st century. The objective was to achieve the growth rate of 8% GDP, to reduce the poverty by 5% by the end of this plan, generating gainful employment and reducing the gender gaps in literacy and wage rates by 50% so that there is equality of male and female, to make primary education accessible to each and every child in the country by the end of the plan, to bring down the population growth between 2001 to 2011 to 16.2%, to reduce infant mortality rate to 45 per thousand births by 2007 and to 28 per thousand births by the year 2012. Moreover, the target was to increase the forest cover to 25% by the year 2007 and 33% by the year 2012. To make available safe drinking water to all the villages in the country by the year 2012. During this plan, 20-point program was also launched, which was for the welfare of the country. Actual growth rate of 7.3 was achieved during this plan. 11th five-year plan came with a very focused idea, that is inclusive growth. The time period was 2007 to 2012. 11th plan came with the various aims and objectives. The major was rapid growth. Government decided to accelerate the rate of GDP from 8% to 10% and also to increase the agriculture GDP growth rate to 4% per year. In the field of employment, again, the various objectives were set during this plan, that is to generate around 70 million new employment opportunities for the people. MGNREGA, that is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Program, was promoted during the period of 11th five-year plan to bring down the educated unemployment rate to below 5%, to increase the real wage rate of unskilled labor by 20%, to strengthen the information technology sector in order to provide greater employment opportunities. In the field of education, government decided to improve the quality of education and to bring down the student dropout rates in the elementary schools from 52.2% in 2003 to 4 to 20% by the year 2011 and 12. Midday meal scheme in the schools was also introduced during this time period. To improve the enrollment rate for secondary and higher education to 15%, to improve the literacy rate for the age group of 7 years or above to 85% and to decrease the gender gap in literacy to 10%. Government also had the proposal to start 8 new IITs, 7 IIMs, that is Indian Institute of Management, and 10 NITs, that is National Institutes of Technology. This was again done to promote the higher education. To ensure free and compulsory elementary education for the children between the age group 6 to 14 years through Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. In the field of health, various objectives were set during this plan, that is to improve mother and child's health and to reduce the infant mortality rate to 28 and mother mortality rate to 1 per thousand live births. The plan also aimed to reduce the total fertility rate to 2.1. To provide clean drinking water and access to sanitation facilities by the year 2009, to decrease malnutrition among the children between the age group 0 to 3 years by 50%, to decrease anemia among women and girls especially by 50%, to increase the sex ratio for the age group 0 to 6 to 935 by 2011 and 12 and to 950 by 2016-17. Another aim was to attain zero growth rate of HIV or AIDS, to strengthen the National Rural Health Mission, and to ensure proper prevention and treatment of communicable diseases. In the social sector, government aimed to make sure that at least 33% of the direct and indirect beneficiaries of all government schemes are women and girl children. So reservation. To make the public distribution system fully computerized and transparent, to develop a 15-point program for the welfare of minorities. For the development of rural infrastructure, Bharat Nirman program was undertaken in 2005 in order to develop rural infrastructure such as irrigation facilities, safe drinking water, rural electrification, etc. To build all-weather roads connecting to all habitation with a population 1000 and above and 500 in hilly and tribal areas by the year 2009, and to make sure that the maximum coverage of habitation takes place by 2015. To provide telephone connection in every village by 2007 and broadband connectivity to all villages by 2012. Another objective was to raise forest and tree cover area by 5%, to achieve World Health Organization air quality standards by 2012, to take care of all city wastewater by 2012, and to raise energy efficiency by 20% by the year 2017. Now, as far as actual growth during this 11th five-year plan is concerned, India recorded a growth rate of 7.9%, though it was less than the targeted growth rate of 9%. The farm sector grew at an average rate of 3.7%. Industry recorded a growth rate of 7.2%, while the service sector recorded an average growth rate of 9.7%, the largest of all the sectors. 12th five-year plan, which is running, it started in the 2012 and will be up to year 2017. Here the main focus and emphasis is on faster, inclusive and sustainable growth. As far as aims of this 12th five-year plan are concerned, the broader aims were to develop the capacity for growth, to develop the skills and greater generation of employment, poverty alleviation, and managing the environment. Taking into consideration the major objectives, the area-wise aims are that is to improve the access to quality education. Government aim to increase the average year of schooling to 7 years and to provide 20 lakh seats for each age bracket in the higher education. To close the gender gap and social gap, that is a gender gap between the girls and boys and the social gap between the various classes, that is SS, STs, Muslims and minorities and rest of the population during the school enrollment. For the health care, the aim was set up to bring down the infant mortality rate to 25 and mother mortality rate to 1 per 1,000 births. To raise the sex ratio for the age group 0 to 6 years to 950 by the year 2017. To reduce the total fertility rate to 2.1 and to reduce the undernutrition of the children of the age group of 0 to 3 to half of NFHS 3 levels. In order to improve the service delivery, the 12th five-year plan provides subsidies and welfare-related payments to the food, fertilizers and petroleum through the scheme of Aadhaar Card, direct cash transfer scheme, etc. To provide access to banking services to 90% Indian households by the year end 2017. For the infrastructure development, including the rural one, the aim was to make an investment in infrastructure at 9% of GDP, to enhance the gross irrigated area to 103 million hectare from the 19 million hectare in the previous plan, to provide electricity to all the villages, to connect various villages with all weather roads, to upgrade the national and state highways to the minimum of 2-lane standard, to raise the tele-density of rural areas to 70%, to make sure that 50% of the rural population gets up to 40 LPCD piped drinking water supply, to ensure that 50% of the gram panchayats achieve Nirmal Gram status by the end of this plan, to provide electricity to all the villages and reduce losses to 20%, to complete eastern and western dedicated freight corridors by the end of the plan. Now, students, till now we have discussed in brief the 12 5-year plans adopted in India. The 12th one is still running. Now, this table summarizes the duration, strategies, targeted and actual growth rates of the various 5-year plans. As the table shows, the first 5-year plan period was 1951 to 56, with the total outlay of 1960 crore rupees. Major focus in this plan was the development of agriculture, with the targeted growth rate of 2.1% and achieved rate 3.6%. Second 5-year plan, which ranged from 1956 to 61, with total outlay of 4672 crore rupees, with a major focus establishment and development of the industries, having the growth rate target of 4.5% and achieved target 4.27%. Third 5-year plan, the period was from 1961 to 66, with total outlay 8577 crore rupees. Balanced growth was a major objective or the focus of this plan, that is both agriculture and industry, with a targeted growth rate of 5.6%, but very little achieved, that is 2.84%. Fourth 5-year plan, 1969 to 74, because in between there were rolling plans of 3 years, that is the annual plans. So the fourth plan having the total outlay 15,779 crore of rupees, with the major objective growth with stability, having the targeted growth rate 5.7%, but achieved 3.30%. Fifth 5-year plan, the time period was 74 to 78, with total outlay 38,426 crore of rupees. Objective was the removal of poverty. Of course, there were secondary objectives too, but the major objective was removal of poverty. Targeted growth rate 4.4%, achieved growth rate 3.8%. Sixth 5-year plan time period was 1980 to 85. Outlay increased to 1,10,467 crores of rupees. The major objective was the generation of employment, encouragement to small-scale industries, and minimum needs program. Targeted growth rate 5.2%, achieved growth rate 5.66%. Seventh 5-year plan started in 85, ended in 1990, with a total outlay 2,21,436 crores of rupees. Self-sustained growth was a major objective of this 5-year plan. Targeted growth rate was 5%, while achieved growth rate was approximately 6%. Eighth 5-year plan started in 1992, ended in 1997. Actual total outlay 4,85,457 crores of rupees. Objective was to revive a near bankrupt nation. Growth rate was 6.78% and actual growth rate was 5.6%. Ninth 5-year plan started in 1997, ended in 2002 with a total outlay 8,59,200 crores of rupees. Here the basic objective was growth with equity. Target set for the GDP was 6.5% growth, while the achieved rate was 5.35%. 10th five-year plan 2002 to 2007 with total outlay 15,92,300 crores of rupees. The major objective to make India one of the 10 fastest growing nations in the world, with the targeted growth rate of 8.1% and achieved growth rate 7.7%. 11th five-year plan started in 2007, ended in 2012, outlay 36,44,718. Objective was faster and more inclusive growth. So inclusive growth was a major objective. Target growth rate 9%, achieved growth rate 7.9%. 12th five-year plan, which started in 2012, is going to end on 2017. Started with the total outlay 47,70,000 crore rupees, with the objective of the fastest, sustainable and more inclusive growth with a target growth rate of 8%. And since the plan has not yet completed, see what will be the actual growth rate. So the students, let's now summarize what we have learned in this module. The economic plans made in the country are required to include inherent public safety mechanisms so that they are able to face the crises which affect the weak and the poor the most. The objectives of the plans is to ensure growth for the years to come. Despite the fact that the objectives of the five-year plan in India failed to achieve the targets of equity and justice, but at the same time, they were able to weather the crisis better than many other countries due to the focused, inclusive development and timely interventions. Thank you.